Hello Tech Genius, I am Ravi. Have you ever imagined a place where learning is as dynamic as the technology shaping your world? Then here's a deal. With iMatix, you can make sure the learning is exciting, impactful right from the beginning. You have interactive sessions with expert-led courses. In the world of tech, from data science to cloud computing, it's not just about a session, it's about doing, building, learning by solving real problems. So let's get started. On the other hand, you can also export it directly. Where the product rule is already created, you can generate a report of it. Either ways, you can do it. Export will always give you a wrap. The same thing what we did now will happen again. Something like this. Again, that wizard would run and it would give me a wrap. We have another option called Migrate. What Migrate does is at the same time you will be able to move your application across multiple environments. Export is just the same thing. I'm not going to download it again. Migrate is where you can move your product file or your wrap into different environments at the same time. Here is the product. You can choose the version. This is the one that is generated. My product file. This product file, you can move it up into multiple destination environments. You need to give the URL. Along with the URL, you need to give the username and password, and the system will take care of importing your product rule into the destination environment. This is more useful when you have multiple environments and you would like to move your application into all of them together. But ideally, in most of the scenarios, this is not much useful because you don't migrate the same application into multiple environments together. You don't do it first, you do it into test. Then if everything is good with test, then you would move it to pre-prod, and then at each stage there are some checklists that we follow. Most of the real-world scenarios, we wouldn't get to use this migration wizard. But yes, there is a feasibility that I can use this. Now, once my export is done, once I got my RAP file, half of the job is done. Where you bundled your application, put it in a RAP file, and you are able to export it as a zip file. The first half of the task is done. Next half is importing it back into the new environment. Correct? You exported it from the source environment. You have to put it into the target environment. What you do is, ideally it has to be another environment, but as we are doing it on localhost, I'll show you your application distribution, and this time choose input. Here you have to choose that particular RAP that you have on your system. Is it from a local file? Here is my zip file. Let me use it. It says it is already existing because we are on the same environment. Ideally, you would never do this. Exporting and importing on the same environment is not practical. It has to be on two different environments. As we are doing it on a local host, we just have one. Let me just proceed. Here you see admin @har. All the file information label is backup of HRS, which is this. This is the description that I have given. Then the date, the version, and how many rule counts. The instance count is 1352. Let us proceed further. If you click on this checkbox, Enable Advanced Mode, it will provide us all the rules and everything which are there. Exactly. It is more like you can choose from what you would like to import. You can selectively do the importing. And the second one, do not restore point or save metadata using the input. Frankly speaking, I have not used this earlier. Anytime, do not set the restore point or save metadata. Even I have not seen because I have, just while doing the deployment, I always take the Enable Advanced mode. Let us see if the wizard, I think there's a help. We will see that once. This is like all those instances that were part of the product rule. Now will we move across? Sneha, while this is doing, I have one question. Now, if for example, I have my deployment is done, I have imported it into the target environment. Now, in the same section, like say, suppose one rule was there one section which I sent. Now in the same section, I want to make some changes. And I did some changes and I want to deploy it onto the target environment. Will I have to create the product file again, or I can use the same product file and import it over there and the other rules will get skipped, or will they override? Will they get overridden? In your initial, I mean in the first product rule that you created the sections, older version would be available. I mean the one that you had before making the changes, that will be available, correct? And now again, now you make changes, the product rule is going to be different. But say, suppose if I'm doing it in the same rule set, like I forgot that there was some change and in 15-20 minutes later I realized that this one is. I'll not create a new version, I'll try to unlock it and use the same. Or will I create a new one? That is a case when what we suggest is, rather than packaging everything again, just that one section rule that you have modified, for that you can create a product rule and you can deploy it. For that one rule, it will be a manual creation of product rule. Correct. Exactly. Because if you do it the same way again, most of the rules will be the same thing. It will be skipped anyways. All those, for example, 1000 rules are there. All those 1000 will be skipped anyways. Instead of that, just create a new product rule with that one particular rule that you modified, and then you can deploy it. This is through the wizard that happens, and directly, if you'd like to create a tool, it's part of your rule admin product and it will be part of the system admin class. Sorry, system admin category. Let's see, here is your product. If you're talking about explicit creation, we will be doing it from here. This shows the instances of all the product rules that are available. Once we create, this wizard is still in progress. Seems like that stuff. But when we are trying to create a product rule manually, once you click on create, you get to see the same thing. What we have seen earlier on the product rule, the same thing would be available, but with all the tools that are available. No details, because all fields are going to be empty, that we can add these instances that are important. Like you said, maybe one section instance could be just added. All the application related fields, and all of those are going to be empty. Either through the wizard or through the explicit creation, we will be able to create the product rules, generate wraps out of it, and we'll be able to import it back into the new destination environment. With that, both export and import together. While we create the product manually, we have something for maximum and minimum version where we provide it. It is a rule set number that we provide in the maximum and minimum version. Correct? Correct. If you need only a few, probably this might come in handy when you are skimming. Probably you might only need rules from a specific range of versions. Then you can make the maximum and minimum. If you don't mention anything, system by default all the available versions of that rule set. We don't need to mention it explicitly if we are creating a product manually for one section. Sorry, if you are manually, for if we are creating the product manually, then we don't explicitly mention the minimum and maximum version. The system will automatically take the set for the actual which we are putting. By default, all of it, yes, would be considered. And if we are creating the product for two rule sets, then product for two rule sets. I mean, all of the two rules are involved. Look like I'm looking at all the versions for the two rule sets. All the versions are yes. If that is the case, yes, then we can mention both the rule sets but without any versions. I don't need to define a maximum and minimum version that I can mention this more. The rules It's supposed like that and it's in. I can add more product, but no maximum and minimum version need to be given. Once this load shows the import result is in progress, seems like it is slow. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel.